Hello, how are y'all doing this evening? Well, it is June 16th. Almost through June already. And yeah, the play's in full swing, and I am exhausted. Just did a run of 3 shows and was all at theater every day last week practically, and had to work. Saturday actually, I went to my day off last week, I had to go get my car because it was getting fixed up in Bellevue. And that meant changing 4 buses and then getting back in time to go to rehearsal. Woohoo! Then, on Saturday, I had to go to, even though I had volunteered to go help gather signatures for the Death with Dignity campaign up at Evergreen State College. And so we did Super Saturday, so did that. And then I went to the show. Sunday, I had to help out a friend. Had to go to work. We had a viewing, and I had to do some restoration. So did that. Then I went to the show, and then some friends that I'd met. A couple had asked me to go to. They came to the show and then asked me to go out back to their home after them and have dinner with them. So I did that, and that was cool. And but yeah, so I've been going full swing, and now this is the first night I can just relax and do nothing. And I don't want to do anything. I'm just tired, and I just feel like nothing's getting done around. As far as me, I'm not doing anything. I feel like the garden's going to pot, the yard. You can see over here. You may not be able to see, but I have a. Let's take a tour of my room. Look at this. Look at the dirty clothes. Isn't it great? Yeah, it's started to pile up, and that's not a good sign. And so yeah, I just feel like I'm in a chaos mode, whatever. And sorry if you're epileptic, don't keep watching this video because I think we're okay now. But yeah, it's this couple that I met anyways at Evergreen State College. I was walking around, and I went to stop by the Quaker booth, and I don't know much about Quakers, as you hear about them in the historical context. They're one of America's old churches, and they're the peaceful church. The pacifists. Pacifism. They don't believe in war, and they were actually one of the groups that was really against the American Revolution in Pennsylvania, in the William Penn colony, and they were very anti-revolution, and that was, I think, Thomas Paine wrote Common Sense to really combat them, to be honest. So, but it was so I'm like talking to them because I want to know all about their religious beliefs and what they believed in and their funeral customs, because I've never actually been. And they have a church in Olympia, and I've always wanted to stop in and see them. And apparently they have they worship in silence. Well, there's 2 major schools of thought in Quakerism, and they besides kidding about that one. That joke. But they have the congregational, the congregational mentality, which is the minister, and sort of almost like your United Church of Christ churches. And then there's the older form of Quakerism, which is they pray in silence, which is they all come together and they sit there and they pray and they do what comes. There's no formal service, and it's really interesting. I want to go to their service just to see, but I started talking, and then especially the woman Beth, and they're an older couple in their 50s, and so we started talking and chatting it up, and we just went off, and it was just for like half an hour, 45 minutes, and then it was just great. And then they asked if they gave me their number and said, hey, do you have any family in this area? I'm like, no. So they're like, well, why don't you give us a call? So I asked them to the play, and that's what they came, and they really enjoyed it, and then they asked me back to their house, and we just chatted all evening, and it was like 10:30 by the time I left. I felt bad, but it was just a wonderful and great people, and it's just pleasure to meet people like that. And then they were all chatting and in intellectual conversation, and they're educators, and they're into restorative justice. it was wonderful. Just a different change of pace, and I miss that, and I miss having family around. I miss my family in Utah, and I wish I did have it. And in case you're wondering, that buzzing sound is my computer fan that goes off. Don't have a chainsaw in my room. Palestina, no. Tam, no chainsaw in my room. Bad. But yeah, it's just the fan, and it goes crack out every now and then. So, well, that's up with me. Transition. My life's always in transition, but yeah. So I'm just trying to get the FSOT test in July, and I'm studying up with that on my economics and my American law and my Constitution, and history, and there's a lot and we'll see how I do though. And I have no idea what's going to happen. The next few years are going to be very interesting. I think that the next few years are going to be the happiest years of my life, not just because I'm finding myself more and more every day, and it's a wonderful feeling. So, well, that's it. My buzzing's happened 3 or 4 times, so that's my cutoff alarm clock. Okay, so anyways, this is Josh Bain signing off, saying how to do, and I will give you a call, and we'll hang out, whoever you are, wherever you are, and friends, family, new friends, whoever. Hey, won't you be my neighbor?